All right, greetings and good morning, everybody. It's Kenny J with G.O.B.E Trade House. I want to welcome everybody to Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E. We do this call every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., giving you motivation, inspiration, and strategy. Very excited, super excited to see our G.O.B.E Trade House Foundation on. Today is Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. We get to hear the Queens of G.O.B.E speak, okay, and drop some nuggets this morning, okay? And you know they're full of so much knowledge and wisdom and information that's going to help inspire you, motivate you, and also help build yourself up as an entrepreneur, all right, and building your customer subscription-based business inside of G.O.B.E Trade House, all right, and creating wealth and staying consistent on your path, all right, to become a master trader inside of this industry, okay? So guys, before we get the call started, always guys, I just want to see if we have any new people on right now. All right, if this is your first time on a Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E or you're just now getting started, can you please go ahead and put a 111 in the chat? Let's get a 111 in the chat if this is your first time on a Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E or you're just now getting started inside of G.O.B.E Trade House. Okay, we got Natasha, Tim. All right, I think Natasha, we spoke yesterday on Facebook. She actually found us on YouTube from one of our YouTube channels. So she just came in just organically. Okay, so that's pretty awesome, guys. You know, so it just goes to show the power of building your YouTube channel up as well. Okay, we have Admir, we have Tim. All right, perfect. So guys, you want to go ahead and you know how we doing G.O.B.E Trade House, unmute yourself, type welcome in the chat, and let's scream welcome and bringing in our brand new family.
Welcome, everybody. Taking the first step
welcome to the family. I'm becoming a master trader.
Welcome, everybody. See, at G.O.B.E Trade House, understand you did not just join a business, all right? You have joined a brotherhood and sisterhood. We are a financial fraternity and sorority that practices group economics, okay? And that's what we do here. We're really here to help each other. We know working together, practicing group economics is not something commonly practiced amongst large groups of people, but we are trying to change that paradigm, starting with our small trade community and then growing it globally, all right, and continue to help people to understand that they can get more out of life, okay? They can get more out of life, and there's a better way to become independent by learning this skill, how to trade Forex and how to become an investor, all right? And also building your customer base, creating residual income, long-term wealth for yourself, all right? So we want to welcome you aboard. My best advice, just quickly, is just to network with people inside of G.O.B.E Trade House. One of the most valuable things is the trade community. We have some of the coolest people over here, very helpful people, always willing to help you answer questions, all right? And success leaves clues. You see people having success on the charts, communicate with them, right? You see people who are having success building their team, communicate with them, all right? There's nothing better than that when you're a part of that type of community, okay? So that is some advice for you just now getting started, and stay tuned in, stay plugged into the fire, stay plugged into Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E as much as possible. Stay plugged into live sessions as much as possible, because it's all about repetition, okay? It's all about you getting consistent with a practice on a daily basis, and eventually that practice becomes a lifestyle and a habit, and then all of a sudden, by default, you have success, okay? I'm telling you, we see it over and over and over again inside of G.O.B.E. That's what it's all about, and that's why this culture is set up the way that it is, okay? So other than that, guys, if you ran up the bag last night on trade number 30, let's get some dollar signs in the chat. Let's get some dollar signs in the chat if you ran the bag last night on Swiss franc JPY, all right? So the run up the bag challenge, guys, hold on, let me do the mathematics real quick. Joe, did we finish off 24 out of 30, or was that 23 out of 30? Because this is our 30.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it was 24 out of 30. So we collected 240 pips last month, or this month and last month together so far. So we're looking to collect another 300 this month, and a weekly goal of about 50, well, now we said around 250 per week as well. So we're on the right track. We just got to stay focused and stay true to the course.
Absolutely. Okay, so 24 out of 30 is 80%. Okay, so we had an 80% month, and that's something to be proud of, because last month was a very rough month in the market. A lot of crazy stuff was going on G.O.B.E Trade House and our sniper analyzers still coming out the month at an 80%. So if you guys do the math, since December 1st on both run up the bag challenge, okay, we've done 60 trades. We're in 2 months, we're 51 out of 60. Okay, 51 out of 60 in 2 months. That's pretty crazy. All right. So we don't lose that much over here. Okay. When you look at the overall perspective of what we're doing over here, that is crazy. We lost 3 trades our first month. We went 20 on 90%. Okay, 27 out of 30. And then this month we lost 6 trades on a rough month. Okay, it could have been worse, but hey, we still came out on top, right? And 80% is good. I'll take a B, right? We'll take a B for that month. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep it pushing. I just want to do a quick trade review, and I'm gonna pass it to the queens so they can do what they gotta do. Quick trade review last night on this trade. Okay, so obviously my favorite pair is still acting right. Okay, and we're gonna keep on eating on this pair as long as she keeps acting this way. Okay, so so guys, yesterday, if you guys recall, how many people remember these marks? Yeah, give me a 111 to chat if you remember these marks from last night. Okay, these are my exact same marks. All right. So what basically, guys, I set up 2 trade alerts last night. All right. I set up 2 trade alerts. Basically, what we saw is that right in this zone right here, I'm on the 4-hour. Let me go to that. Right in the zone, we had an hour candlestick come up and wick out above our resistance. So basically, guys, excuse me, we had 2 options that was going to happen here. Either we're going to get a nice retest where this was going to shoot back, all right, and get closer to our 50, which had actually been a nice entry point because obviously we would have rode it at least 10 pips back up to resistance. So we were ready. We were set up for that. We could have rode it 16 pips to resistance, but 10 pips would have been simple. This would have been an ideal signal. I still got this signal set up just in case it wants to pull back and try to do that. But I also had this signal set up. This was a sniper analyzer signal, okay, that we set up right here. This was a cross up signal. We did a cross up on price at 117,292. And basically where we got that from, we wanted to see this come up, retest the zone, okay? And then boom, the alert went off. And you guys can see, I pull up my previous alerts, you can see that where the alerts went off. Oops, excuse me. And this is why it's important to set these trade alerts. These trade alerts, guys, are really cheat codes. They are cheat codes, okay? I'm addicted to the alerts. It allows me not to sit there and watch the chart all day, all right? And so it's something that is incredible to use, all right? So I'm trying to see if I could get an example of how the alert came in on this side. Boom. Okay, you guys see right there over here where it says second sniper buy entry. Okay, that was my second sniper buy entry alert that we set up. Okay, it hit my phone. I talked to the snipers about it. We all agreed. We said, let's run it. Got in the trade. Within less than 2 hours of being in this trade, we had a little pushback, about 5 pips. And then look at this long bullish candle here. This is crazy. So it came up. It definitely smashed our TP at 10 pips, no problem, right? It smashed our TP at 10 pips, no problem, right around here. But if you're still in this trade is still looking good because you see where I had this marked up. I said that this was at least going to come up and tap this zone. And then eventually it's either going to break that zone and we're going to do this again, or we're going to kind of do it the same way. We'll set up another alert, just how we got it set up here for a retest by the time the 50 moving average catches up. All right. But this trade is looking real, as our brother Jordan would say, pipperific. Okay. And is headed to Pipville. all right? And, and we're gonna eat on this trade over and over and over again as long as it keeps on acting this way. And the reason why I like this particular currency pair is because it has a lot of predictable market structure. So this is a good example, and you guys to see like these zones here that has been respecting. So this all adds up to all of our previous marks. It's all about history. Okay, so history is going to repeat itself on this pair, on this pair. So this was another good example, all right, of how we mark up in G.O.B.E and how the trade alerts can be used. And I hope you not only got your blessing out of that, I hope you got your lesson out of that, all right? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to D to go ahead and get the call started on Wild Wednesday. So D, how you feeling this morning?
I am blessed, Kenny. How are you?
I'm blessed, feeling amazing, feeling good this morning. I'm going to pass it to you. The floor is yours.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody today. I wanted to just share a little bit about something that I've been dealing with personally. So if it's okay, can I be transparent with my G.O.B.E family this morning? Okay. I see some heads nodding out there. So I want to talk about work-life balance, okay? This is something that is a challenge. It can be a challenge. And if I can get into y'all's business just a little bit, I'm curious to know how many of you guys are single parents that do not have co-parenting support out there? Drop a 1-1, actually a 222 in the chat, please. Okay. Single parent. Oh, okay, Joe. 555. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because, being a parent that is also an entrepreneur and also you're working. So, you're an entrepreneur, you're working your business, and then you may have another occupation that you have, and you're being a parent. Sometimes it's pretty hard to just balance everything in addition to taking care of yourself. Okay, and so that's something that I've actually been struggling with. And so I just want to go over a few things that I'm working on to maybe you guys might be able to benefit from as well. So when it comes to work-life balance and trying to be a parent and trying to grow a business, number one is that you definitely don't want to do it alone. So of course, having my G.O.B.E family here, as far as seeing you guys every day, definitely gives me life on a daily basis. And so, but when it comes to parenting and not having that additional support of, co-parenting or whatever, I've learned that since I've been so consumed with my trading life that I have been somewhat neglecting that parenting side of really micromanaging to an extent of my child, which I don't necessarily feel like I have to, but as a parent, we have that responsibility to continuously check in with our children. And my daughter, she's 14. She's a freshman in high school. So we've already had the challenges of COVID and distant learning and all that. And so that's the first thing, is that don't try to do it alone. So I have family here in the city, and it's nice to call grandma, but grandma, she's a senior and she's COVID fearful, and knowing that my daughter's back in school and exposed to potential COVID exposure, I don't want her to come into contact and expose grandma. So you just really have to be creative as far as tapping into the support that you have. So even when it comes to your, that's on the personal side for me. So even when it comes to the business side, I have to share with you guys that I have been selected to be a leader of a real estate team. And with that, I'm going to now have a conflict with Coffee with G.O.B.E, where I'm not going to be able to be on the camera every day, let alone commit to Wild Wednesdays. And, that comes with a disappointment for me, because one of the things about being balanced is you have to learn when to say no. And I'm not saying no to G.O.B.E because I'm definitely going to make my way back as far as my participation. I'll still be here But as far as my involvement, it's going to take some shift for me to adjust and take care of what's important. And that's my household. So, I'm still striving to be a master trader, so I don't even have to be dealing with real estate. And I know Carlos and I, we go back and forth on real estate life, which is definitely not as glamorous as HGTV would make it out to be. But it is work. And so I have to put more time into work. I do need to put more time into still training and learning. I was sharing last night that I still haven't even gotten into Fibonacci training. So kudos to you that have seen that one and have dug into it and can use that extra tool for your trades. I haven't gotten there. I've got too much going on. So stay focused. So that's the first thing. And learn that it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, to keep the balance that works for you. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Ron. Broker and agent world is rough. It is rough. And so there's some perks there, of course, but at the same time, it comes with commitment, and that's another time commitment. The other thing I wanted to say is, if you can, try to keep your work life and your personal life separate. As an entrepreneur, it kind of looks like this, and it kind of all meshes together. Because I have to admit, sometimes I got my laptop right on the side of my bed, and I'm like, still just shut it down, go over here and do a little bit over here and then shut it down. But try to keep your work and your work life separate from your home life. Make that time for your family. It's great, definitely with G.O.B.E and sharing what the skill set with your children. So that's definitely an area where you want to merge the two. But when it comes to balancing that piece, me having to share with my daughter that, I'm not going to be here to be driving you all the way to school every day or driving you or picking you up from the bus stop, because work is going to be taking priority over that other additional benefit that she had as far as her perks. So the bottom line is you want to keep your eye on the bottom line. And what is the bottom line that you're doing this for? I'm curious. Put it in the chat. What are you guys doing all of this for? To take a vacation during COVID? I doubt it. My daughter, my family, legacy. To build wealth and freedom so wifey doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. I hear that. Duka got a lot of kids. Time freedom, generational wealth, yes. So I can do what I want, break generational curses. Yes, so I can do what I want, when I want, how I want, whenever I want. But ultimately, doing what you want is going to come down to doing it with people that you love, right? I mean, what good is doing all this if you're not going to have somebody to enjoy it with? So you're doing it for your family more than likely. The ones that you love, even if they're not your physical family, the people that you love. And so you definitely want to make sure that you make time to have a good balance between entrepreneurship, parenting, whether or not you have a spouse or a co-parent scenario, and whatever your other life or income source might be, whether it's a 9-to-5 type job, in addition to just taking care of yourself mentally. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and, open it up to, as far as give you some thought process about being flexible with the things that you're doing. I know we're all gunning for that bag right now, but it does take time. It does take a commitment. You do need to learn the skill for yourself. And I'm so thankful for our master traders. And that's why I love marking up the charts at night. So then when those solo trades come in, I can make that decision on my own. If I'm going to keep trailing stop loss or go a higher lot size or whatever, just based on my own analysis. But, I just want to encourage you guys to continue to remember to keep that balance with your family and do what it takes to reach that end goal, which is the ultimate relationship with your family and that step towards financial freedom. So that's all I wanted to share today. With that, I'm going to pass it back to I'm going to pass it back to Kenny. I'm not sure if Chica or Andron is going next. I'm going to pass it back to you, Kenny.
All right, perfect, perfect. Powerful information, D, as usual. Congratulations on your new position.
Thank you.
Most definitely. There's a lot of realtors inside of Go.B Trade House. You know, like I just said in the chat, you know, I don't know if you guys know that Mike Spycheck, you know, he's a real estate broker. He's been doing real estate for years. Okay. Carlos been doing real estate for years. And like I said, we all worked for the same brokerage at one point. You know, I was doing marketing and lead generation for that brokerage for a couple of years. So we're very tied into the real estate game. I know it's a lot of hard work. All right. And so we completely understand. So whenever you could tune in, we'll be blessed to have your presence as usual. Okay. So definitely powerful information. Thank you for sharing that. So if Chica, if Chica, are you on?
I am here. Yes, sir.
Chica, how you feeling this morning?
I am Bustelo great. All of that. Yes, thank you.
Yes, yes. Good D. Well, the floor is yours. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to you.
Thank you. Dee, I want to thank you for that. That was amazing. And I definitely want to be able to touch on a few things that you said and piggyback on a few things that you also said. But before I do, one thing that I'm very curious about, and there's a reason why I'm asking, I want to see a 111 in the chat for anybody who does not have their affiliate link set up. I just want to see a 111 in the chat if you do not yet have your affiliate link set up. And don't be lying, because I'm going to find out. We know how to check these things, y'all. Okay, so, okay, just one? Come on, okay. And there's a reason I'm asking. Okay, first I want to know why, but no, you have to answer that. But I really do want to know why, and there's a reason to that. Because this is a wonderful opportunity to be a part of when you're in a trading community such as this. We're all family. We all help and support one another, and we make some very good trades, whether we are, having some experience from learning the L word or winning. It's all a great experience. However, at the same time, let's say this. You have your affiliate link and you meet someone and you're just chopping it up. We all like to converse periodically, and people will ask, what is your line of work? What do you do? And you tell them what it is that you do. They take an interest. Let's say they take an interest right then and there and say, oh, I want to sign up today. You don't have your affiliate link. So, you can pass it to me. I'll be happy to sign them up. I'll take credit for that, actually. But I'm saying you want to have your affiliate link because you never know. There's many of you who came on board, and I've been asked this before, who asked, do I have to sell? Can I just trade? Oh, absolutely not. You don't have to sell. You can just be a sole trader, and that's it. But here's the thing. When you're receiving a residual income, that is something you're getting consistently because, of course, every week. And if you feel like you didn't want to sell this business and it's just happening by default and you're getting people to sign on and you were looking at your income just on the trading side, well, take the funds that you're getting from your residual and throw that in your broker account and use that to trade with, because you don't have to use your own money. This is like other people's money. Who knows about OPP, other people's property? I'm down with OPP. I'm just saying. So I think it's a really good idea. If you do not have your affiliate link, please go in your back office and sign up for it, whether you are going to sell or not. Have it still. It's a great idea to have because you never know. You just might bump into someone that wants to sign up. And when you get that first sign up, I promise you'll be addicted. You're going to be like, oh my God, I want to get another one and another one. And next thing you know, you're going to, again, by default, find yourself sharing this opportunity with so many people. So I just want to share that with you guys. If you do not have your affiliate link, at some point today, go in your back office and sign up, because it comes with your subscription. All right, it comes with it. So you can't like say, well, I don't want it because I don't want to pay that extra. No, it comes with it. We get a lot, to be honest with you. $99. Everything that we get is grand. And Okay, so enough of that, but I am going to find out if you all do not have an affiliate link. I'm going to break out my belt and put every last one of you over my knee and just thank you. Okay, so here's the other thing I want to touch on. What Dee said is very true. Now, unfortunately, but fortunately, let me share this. We, no matter what, will always be, and this is for the ladies now, women of G.O.B.E, no matter what day it is, Wednesdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, it does not matter. There's sometimes maybe a discrepancy in our life that might be an entanglement where we can't move forward with what we really want to do. So we have to make an adjustment. Well, with that being said, with Dee having, where she's going, and by the way, congratulations again, Dee. I'm so proud of you. I'm very proud of you. And I do understand. Andron, I'm so proud of our sister Andron. She's a master analyst and the only female master analyst that we have, and she's killing it. And to speak on her behalf, being a mother, a wife, a trader, an analyst, all that she has on her plate, she will still find time to get on these live sessions late at night. And I know you master analysts lose a lot of sleep. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. And guess what? You guys do it for us. That is like so selfless of you guys, and it's so appreciative. And even times when I have not been able to get on a live session because I was sleepy, I'm not gonna lie, I said, I gotta go get some rest. But I heard the alerts, and I was able to hurry up and jump in a trade. And I thought, wow, you guys are amazing. And then guess what? You're right here on Coffee with G.O.B.E. That's very commendable. Now, with Wednesdays for myself, a lot of you may know, a lot of you may not. I do have a podcast, and Jordan knows because Jordan comes from the same radio network that I come from, X Squad Radio. Well, with the fact that my show is supposed to be, and I put emphasis on supposed to because every Wednesday morning Eastern, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern, I'm supposed to be live. Well, I wanted to commit my time to G.O.B.E because here's the thing. Can't no one pull me away from G.O.B.E unless, the leaders decide they want to kick me out, then that's a whole nother story. But I love G.O.B.E so much. You guys are like ultimately, my family. However, I'm going to have to make some adjustments as well because I know the network is side-eyeing me now because it's been almost 2 months, but I wanted to commit this time, and they understand, but I wanted to commit this time to learning part of the organization. So here's the thing. We are definitely, myself, Andron, and Dee, will be coming together and committing to a day where we can all make sure that we're together, whether we're on camera or not, because I'm not right now because I look a hot mess dealing with my son. He's doing virtual learning right now. So it's like, God, if you guys saw me, you would laugh. But yeah, it's something that we want to continue to push even heavier and harder than we are right now. So there's some preparation behind the scenes that we're going to do. This is the other thing. One of the reasons why I really need to get back to my outlet, because one, when you're passionate about something, everybody, radio is my passion. That is my baby. That is like, my heart and soul. When I got involved with G.O.B.E, I had no idea that this would become just as much and equally as a passion and become a heart and soul. So it's like I'm being torn. It's a relationship of the two. And it's like, oh my God, it is a true entanglement. But the beautiful thing is my show is only 1 day a week. G.O.B.E is 8 days a week. I know there's no 8 days, y'all. But anyway, that's just how it is for me. And I do want to say that even if we figure out a weekend, a day on the weekend that we can all come together for the women. But one thing I do want to do, and I said this before, I want to utilize my outlet for all of us with G.O.B.E, every last one of us with G.O.B.E. I want to do a lot on my outlet to expose us, even if I sometimes say, okay, I'm going to call on you, Michelle. I'm going to call on you, David. Chelsea, by the way, I love you, girl. This chick right here be doing her thug thizzle. I'm just saying. Everybody, please just give her a 777 because I always see her on Coffee with G.O.B.E, handling her business with her baby. She does not miss a beat. And, I see things behind the scene. I may not say nothing, but I'm just, Chelsea, shout out to you, girl. Anyway, Kenny, Carlos, it's many of you that I do want to bring on and interview because I want to keep this going in regards to what we're doing with G.O.B.E as an organization. So I am going to have to, I'm going to say within the next couple of weeks, recommit myself back to my network. And even Jordan's been on my show before. Jordan, you have never invited me on your show, by the way. But anyway, yes, Jordan has.
We'll talk about that soon. We'll talk about that soon.
Yeah, so I definitely want to utilize that as an outlet. And if I bring you on, we're going to not only talk about G.O.B.E, but other things, because my show is topic based. You know, it is entertaining and it's fun. And I want everyone to be a part of it. So I think, you know what? Let's spread the word massively about G.O.B.E. And I can't wait to get Kenny and Carlos on. So yeah, and there was a gentleman who was G.O.B.E affiliated at one time ago, who still is, just kind of working on some personal things. He was on the show and spoke very well on the behalf of G.O.B.E. So that's my ultimate goal, you all. This is my passion and I love what I do. And even going back to when I said the affiliate link, I have to have my affiliate link because we have templates, you all, in the back office that you can use to create business cards. I actually had created some business cards that are, you know, pretty dope, by the way. And then all of a sudden there's some templates. I'm like, well, dang it. Yeah, I'll still use those because I love the templates that G.O.B.E has for their business cards. But I do have my link on there as well. You know, try to get you some business cards. There's templates back there. What I did was I actually created it on Vistaprint. And you can get a nice sizable amount of business cards from Vistaprint. You know, you can use that same template that G.O.B.E has, but put your affiliate link on there, even if you choose to never share or talk about, or not even talk about, try to invite people on, you know, to subscribe to G.O.B.E. Have your link on your card and just hand it out. You know, and someone may look at your card and say, well, let me see what this link is all about. And you never know, they may join. Case in point, there's a gentleman, I don't see him on, but I do want to welcome him to the family. His name is Dwight Forbes. He's new, just came on board. And the funny thing is, I'm like, okay, I got my email from G.O.B.E and it was a congratulatory email. I'm like, yes, somebody signed up, but who the heck is he? Because I don't know who he is. But I was searching deep. I went on Facebook and Instagram and I did a search and Dwight Forbes is there. I'm like, there's too many of y'all, but I was not friends with him until I found him. He had already joined the G.O.B.E group. So that's how I found him. And I thought, wow, that is dope. So I was able to friend him, reach out to him, and I want to make sure that he consistently stays, you know, plugged into our culture. But that's the thing, you never know. And I can't wait to talk to him and ask him, you know, how did you find my link? You know, so that's the thing, you guys, if you have social media, throw your link up there, throw it everywhere. You know, you don't have to sell your business. You can just trade, but you just never know. And again, those residuals start looking really pretty when they add up. Really pretty. And, you know, just that one had me hype. I'm like, let me go get a glass of wine or something and toast to myself, you know, to this. But that's how it is. But I just want to say, you know, everybody who does not have your affiliate link set up, go ahead in the back office and get it set up. If you do have your affiliate link and you have not done anything with it, what are you waiting for? Go and promote the heck out of that link and watch what happens. I'm telling you, when you get one person sign up under you, you're going to want more. It's almost like it's an addiction. Now, I've never, you know, done drugs in my life, but I heard, you know, some people say, you know, they took that first hit of cocaine and that was, I'm like, ew, okay, is that how it is? Well, that's G.O.B.E is my cocaine. That's all I'm saying. G.O.B.E is my cocaine. And I'm very proud of all of you guys who really step up to help each other, especially in our apps. I'm so proud of Duca. Duca, you definitely are just amazing. I love how everybody just come out of the woods, you know, to assist someone, because there is a gentleman, you know, who made a post, and I will say, without bringing up your name, you know, we are all here to help because we want to see you all grow. don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, because let me tell you, I don't care who you work for, you're going to have moments where you want to quit. You're going to have moments where you're like, you know what, I don't even want to submit my 2 weeks notice. I don't even want to come back. But then guess what? You stay because you're like, I have to. I got to pay these bills. You know, you might have your manager or, you know, whoever it is that's higher above you call you into the office and tell you, you know, some things that you just don't want to hear about your work conduct. You don't have to worry about that here with G.O.B.E. You know, don't give up. It may be a time where you just don't get it. You're not sure. It happened with me when I first started, but I said, you know what? I'm going to learn this. So help me. And the people that just reached out to assist is amazing. So don't give up, you know, stick with us, because one day you're going to sit here just like me and say, oh, I know what that is. I know how to do that. I can mark up my chart. Let me go ahead and, you know, get the sniper move real quick. I mean, you're going to find yourself speaking the jargon. You're going to find yourself speaking so much Forex and cryptocurrency that when other people who has no knowledge of what this industry is, you know, try to converse with you, you're going to be itching to want to talk about Forex or cryptocurrency, but you can't because they can't speak your language. This is a whole new language for us, you all, and we can speak it to each other very well. But for those who don't know, it's like Chinese. It's like a foreign language. You're like, what the heck are you talking about? You know, I had it's cute, someone who signed up. If he's on here, I don't know, he might know who he is when I say this, but I was in my car and I had my daughter and her friend in my car, and when he called, I knew I wanted to answer. It was on my speaker, my Bluetooth, and we were talking, and we were, you know, talking about Forex and trying to assist him basically. My daughter was sitting in the passenger seat and she looked over at her friend in the back seat and said, I don't know what the heck she's talking about, but that's it. To her, it's like a foreign language, and she will be taking interest very soon, might I add. But anyway, that is my time. Gosh, oh well. So yeah, I just want to say, you all, you know, don't give up. Go and pimp, and I mean pimp hard, your affiliate link, you know, really hard. Post that bad boy. People will see it. People will find you. And you know, if you need help, you know, we are all here for one another. We are all here to have each other back, because all we want to do is grow, prosper, and make money. So that's all I have, you guys. Go be great. And Kenny, I am going to pass it back to you.
Most definitely. Thank you, Chica. Thank you, Chica. Powerful words about so many different things. Guys, we always say this, that acronym for rich, residual income creates happiness, okay? Residual income creates happiness because it's the bill eliminator, okay? Having those bills come residually. Why would you not want to have residual income to eliminate those residual bills, okay? So having this customer subscription-based business model that you could build for yourself can eliminate the biggest headache that you've had your whole entire life, which is those bills coming in every single month. How many people, give me a 111 in the chat if you would like to have all your bills taken care of. And then so whatever you make on the charts or whatever you make after that on your job now becomes profit. Okay, give me a 111 in the chat if you would like to actually experience that. Okay, so that's powerful. One thing that Carlos Pond always talks about, Carlos Pond, he not only is very successful inside of G.O.B.E Trade House, he also has a six-figure media company. And one thing he always talks about is that my entire media company is profit. His entire media company is profit, guys, because he's been able to eliminate the bills in his household just within G.O.B.E Trade House in residual income. Now that's powerful. All right, that's taking your entrepreneurship game to another level. This is why people practice real estate. This is why people spend hundreds of $1,000s on homes so they could get $1,000 or $2,000 a month from tenants. So they try to get 4 to 5 or 6 homes and stuff like that. So they got that coming in, so they don't have no bills, right? But they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on homes. But you have the same potential on a $99 business to make more, all right, than someone could make on a home with just 20 to 30 recruits in G.O.B.E. 20 to 30 customers in G.O.B.E you're making 1,000, 1,500 a month, you know, depending on depending how you got it set up, it's including overrides. Okay, so when you look at this from a business perspective, it's extremely powerful and to dedicate and devote your time to. All right, and I always say, guys, start off with that cable bill, start off with that light bill, then eliminate that car note, then eliminate that rent. Okay, and then after that, you're gonna have a lot more peace. It's worth posting your affiliate link, putting your affiliate link out there, attending the meetings with Mike Taylor, you gotta attend a meeting with Mike Taylor. He has all the sauce, all the nuggets, okay, and very organic strategies on how to build a business that works, scripts, everything. Okay, he's giving it all up. That's something else that we rarely even talk about or market in G.O.B.E is that in our courses, we have a whole affiliate section on how to market. Just that alone has price value to it, but it's included in our package, guys. And so that's something else that's there. All right. So other than that, guys, you know, I just want to inspire you to exactly do the same thing that Chica's talking about. And she's right. Once you start getting that residual income, it does get addictive. It gets addictive. It makes you want to continue to grow your network and build your customer base. All right. So definitely want to inspire you guys to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Andron. If Andron's on, Andron, are you available?
Good morning. I'm here.
Good morning. Good morning. How you feeling this morning? How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling lovely. I'm happy to be here. I couldn't be in a better place. I love. Give me 1 second though. I gotta switch my headphones because my headphones just said they're low. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you guys.
All right, no problem. No problem.
Kenny, really quick, I just want to get to the templates that we have for G.O.B.E. That is in the band app, correct? Do we have any on Facebook at all?
Yes, if you go to the Facebook group page, if you actually go to the images on there, you'll be able to see it back there in the images. Facebook group page has a lot of marketing material, and also in the band app in the image section, anything that Carlos has curated, and Carlos curated those templates for the business cards, they're back there in the image section. All you gotta do is just scroll down, save it to your phone, upload it to Vistaprint or whatever particular site you want, and bam, you got some business cards for yourself.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, the floor is yours.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I guess I forgot to charge them from the London session last night, but I'm so glad to be here with you guys this morning and just really blessed. And I always like to touch base back on what my fellow queens talk about, and that is, you know, self-care, right? Self-care, you know, involves taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, and this was something that that we're all working towards, right? We want that independence. We want to have our affiliate link. You want to have your full arsenal always at your disposal. And so G.O.B.E is at disposal. So you never really know when people are watching. My family has a bunch of small businesses, and they always say there are silent watchers, right? There's going to be haters and there's going to be lovers. And some people are only going to love your post, but they're never going to say anything till they hit rock bottom. And so you got to just always have your arsenal prepared and be ready, because self-care is also, when you're a small business owner, putting yourself out there. And that's hard for all of us. I know, speaking for myself as one of the only female master analysts currently on our team, I was so scared to show my screen, and you know, it was a challenge for me. And so one day I was the only one on the London session, and I had to just jump out of my shell, and I was just hop right on in, and it's been an amazing journey, and I love it because, you know, my brothers and my sisters have been so supportive through all of this, because this is a place of true positivity. And so, like I said, I just wanted to tie in back with what WOW Wednesday is, and that's Women of Wealth. And I'm going to start off a little bit, you know, my nickname, and, you know, one of the people I look up to as a hero is Wonder Woman. And so I'm going to start off telling you guys a little bit about her origin story and why I look up to her. But she originally The original story back when she was first created, the story states she was sculpted from clay by her mother and was given life by Zeus. And that's really all of us. You know, we're all sculpted from clay. We're being molded into someone beautiful, into who we're really destined to be. And we all have so many different origin stories, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, there's a higher power here at play. There's somebody who is breathing life into you. And so finding that positive plug is really going to help us grow and be shaped and molded into the beautiful, wealthy individuals that each and every one of you is fully capable of. The origin story kind of changed along that lines of she became the daughter of Zeus and her mother. And what I love about Wonder Woman is she was jointly raised by her mother and her aunts. And I'm gonna say that again. She was raised by her mother and her aunts. And I know a lot of our women here at G.O.B.E are doing the solo mom gig. And yes, we have our family, we have our support, but all of us come from a different background, and every single one of us has a beautiful female perspective that has always powered us, whether it was your mom, whether it was just sister, whether it's your cousin that you lean to. We all have sisters and brothers that are here to lift us up. But there's something powerful about being an independent woman business owner, because you yourself hold so many tools. And I want to say thank you to my fellow queens for giving me props, because you know they too are mothers and they're running their own businesses. They got multiple things going on, and you know my only business right now is being a mom and G.O.B.E, and that is enough for me, because my G.O.B.E family is everything. And like I said, there's a lot of sleepless nights, and sometimes it's hard to wake up in the mornings to get the day started, but you know, every single day is a blessing, because when I see those dollar signs or those 777s and that positivity, it's the gas that keeps me going. And so something else that I like about Wonder Woman is her true powers aren't necessarily like, you know, she's got laser beam vision or any of the other cool things that some of the other male characters have. She's got the lasso of truth. So when she throws that lasso around you, she's, you know, you have to speak truth. You know, you're sitting there, and I mean, she uses that lasso for a number of things: to grab things out of reach, to propel her through the sky. And it's even funnier because she's got a pair of indestructible bracelets, and those act as her shield. And so all of us need to find our indestructible bracelets that are going to act as our shield, that when we throw our hands up, we're going to have something to protect us. And then they're also a tool. And probably one of my favorite thing is, you know, I know many of us have daughters, right? We call them our princesses. And I only have one. I got one of each right now, but she has a tiara, and it's a projectile tiara. So it's kind of like a boomerang. That girl will throw her tiara, you know, out, and it turns into a weapon. She takes off her crown and uses it as a weapon. So it's okay, women of G.O.B.E, take off that crown sometimes, because that crown sometimes, you know, we need a little bit of break from it off our head, but it could do some amazing things, because it always is going to bounce back, and it's always going to come back at you. Um, you know, all of us within ourselves, we have to build a symbol of integrity and humanity, so that the men of the world would know what it's like to be truly women of the Amazon. And that's what Wonder Woman is. You know, she's got 100 times the agility and strength of our best male athletes. She's the strongest wrestler. We all wrestle children daily. We wrestle all the tasks in our lives. Um, and she appears out of nowhere, right? And that's all of us today. All of our women, we need to just swing in and appear out of nowhere and kind of take over. And so you want to be as lovely as Aphrodite, as wise as Athena, and with the speed of Mercury and the strength of Hercules. You need to conquer your business and take it to the next level. And so that's really why I look up to Wonder Woman, and why I feel like she's a great source of power for me, and a good hero in my book. My mother is a huge one for me, and I have a lot of wonderful females in my life that never stop believing and never stop pushing me. But women make up 80% of all buying decisions around the world. So 80% of the entire buying decisions come from women. You know, American women by themselves are the largest national economy on earth. You know, a lot of us, you know, 60% are high net worth women have earned their own fortunes. We own 50% of the stocks in the US, and it's women. You know, over 3 decades of men's median income barely budged at 0.6% increase, but women have soared 63% in the most recent years. So our income is skyrocketing and growing faster than our co-partners, our counterpartners, our males. 10.1 million companies are owned by women, and we employ 13 million workers worldwide. And so, I mean, that's a small percentage, but we're gonna crush this, women. You got to be believing in the bigger picture right here. We are 45% of American millionaires. Okay, and so women and wealth, we're meant to be. We just got to believe in ourselves. We got to have the trust in who we are. I know every single woman out there, mom, sister, cousin, aunt, all of them have the source to push through more. Because if you think about the process of labor, or just raising a child, or just being a fantastic leader, that is ingrained in you. And so you have the potential to really take your business in a different direction than some of the men are given. I mean, if you think about it, and unfortunately for you guys, my co-partners here, you guys are supposed to be the backbone, right? You guys are supposed to do all the hard work, all the physical labor. When you go out to get a job, they ask you for your skills. And if you don't have a college degree, you're put into grunt work. Ladies, if you don't have a job, you're given a secretary job. Or, if you don't have a college education, you could get a nice little secretary job, but you're not out there sweating every single day. But, you automatically, you're kind of put on a pedestal from the very beginning. And so if you use that pedestal to really be your tower of projection for the rest of your life, the sky's the limit. And so that's all I had to say for you guys. Women in wealth, you guys are amazing, my G.O.B.E family. I like to challenge all of you to find a hero, to find someone to look at in your life, whether it is superhero or whether it is just someone nearby that you can kind of use as an example to kind of lift yourself up when you're having those tough days. So I love you guys. G.O.B.E great. You guys are. I'm so blessed to be affiliated with all of you guys and consider you guys my family. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here until G.O.B.E sends me away too. So you guys have a beautiful day.
Most definitely. Thank you, Andron. Wow. Powerful information. Really love this day. Okay. This Wow Wednesday is very, very powerful. So you guys make sure that every Wednesday, you're definitely tuning in. And again, all the adjustments that could be made, you definitely get with Dee and Chica and Andron. I know they're going to come up with another day sometime throughout the week. Okay. Whether it is on here or it's on the weekend, something's gonna happen, because this day is too powerful. It has to keep going, right? So, and I actually never knew that story, Andron, about Wonder Woman. I never knew that. I never knew the origin story. So I also thought that was pretty cool. But you're always dropping gems. We appreciate your dedication. Okay. And another thing, I like how you do the double bottoms and affiliated with the Wonder Woman. Okay, that's pretty powerful. Okay, it's good for branding as well. So it's just another level of entrepreneurship. Andron, actually, guys, like I said, I grew up with Andron. She was actually my neighbor. Okay, so watching her growth when she originally had reached out to me, and her father interested in Forex, and to see her growth in a matter of months is extremely powerful. I couldn't be more proud of you, and definitely appreciate your affiliation with G.O.B.E and all the hard work that you put in, the sleepless nights, okay, that the sniper analyzers put in and that you put in. Okay, you guys got to understand that some of the stuff that we do behind the scenes, a lot of people don't see. The calls that we do after their trade reviews. Okay, everything that the sniper analyzers are doing behind the scenes, it's all about purpose, it's all about passion, it's all about the community, and we're putting in that work long term, okay, for the group, because we know where we're going. G.O.B.E Trade House is still very early in its acquisition. We just launched on the 1st of January, okay? But the reason why we already have this established, because there's a lot of work that's been done on the back end the entire year, okay, that we put in, okay, that allows us to manifest what we're doing right now, already having a culture, already having services, and continue to add on to what we already have, okay? And we're going to continue to add on to our subscriptions, continue to add on to our services, okay, until we corner the market. We have too much, we have so many ideas. So if you're in early, man, guys, you're really in for a treat, okay? This time next year inside of G.O.B.E Trade House, there's no telling where we are going to be, okay? This could go very far, all right? And a lot of people who are in early, you'll be the beneficiaries of the overall growth of G.O.B.E as we grow as an organization, as a network. So speaking of that, I have our brother Mike Spycheck on right now, all right? We have a special announcement that we're going to make about another upgrade of G.O.B.E Trade House, and he's going to share some information on how to utilize it and what to expect. So Mike Spycheck, how you feeling this morning?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm feeling great, brother. I'm gonna pass it to you. The floor is yours.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Well, most of y'all don't know, but I've been off the grid for the last 5 days. So happy to be back. I was up in the Rocky Mountains with my wife. And when I say off the grid, I mean solar power. We had a toilet that doesn't use water. No Wi-Fi, no cable. So it was definitely an experience. And this is my first time in snow. So dealing with that, trying to learn how to drive in snow and stuff like that. It was definitely an experience, but it was good. It was good. Just happy to be back because I know we've got a lot of work to do, and I'm just excited because the next phase that we've been rolling out, that we've been telling you guys about, is the new auto billing system. So I literally just was able to finish putting in our first 190 subscribers. And that was everybody from January 1st to about January 8th. So I had to manually input them one by one and get them set up. But what I'm excited about is because with this system, we're going to be able to essentially put everybody's billing on autopilot, which was the purpose of this in the beginning. We were able to find a company to where we're not going to have to change anything once we continue to grow. And that was one of the biggest things is, yeah, there's plenty of companies out there we could have used, but the problem is once we get to a certain number of customers, they can no longer support the volume. And we definitely didn't want to have 500, 600, 700 people coming into the organization only to have to then switch companies, switch softwares, and then try to basically get everybody on the new, platform and stuff. So we've been working super hard behind the scenes. And like Kenny said, a lot goes on that most people don't know about. Putting together the platform that we have in the amount of time that we were able to do it in, for any of y'all that know about, software and creating stuff like that, we pulled off a miracle. It is, we really did. And I want to commend, everybody that well, first of all, let me backtrack. This is my first session with Women of G.O.B.E. So I want to commend all of you, all the women, for sure, because you guys play a huge part in our organization. And I know that most of y'all, probably 98% of y'all, don't know me. We've never spoken before or anything like that. So, I just, D, Chica, Anjan, I appreciate you guys, and I want you to know, behind the scenes, I get to watch you guys and see what's going on. And even though we haven't had that interaction, I know D, we've chatted a couple times about some support stuff and stuff like that. But other than that, I just want you to know, I commend y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Another person I want to kind of shout out is Jordan. Jordan does a lot of the behind the scenes support for us, and I just appreciate everything he does. Me and him, we talk pretty consistently, trying to figure out, you know, some stuff that goes on. But I just I appreciate you, Jordan, and everything that you're doing for us as well. And so yeah. And then the last but definitely not least is I want to thank everybody that has actually reached out to us about rebilling, because they're like, hey, like I know that my subscription needs to be, you know, renewed, and how do I do that? And honestly, like,
Did he pause for you guys too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Mike, if you can hear us, you're paused. You can hear us, your pause, brother. You may not know, it's probably about to cash out. He paused right at 11:11 too. That means he was about to drop a gem. Right at 11:11, he paused.
I just noticed that 11:11. Look at
Right
that.
at 11. What's up, John?
What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Alfonso, what's up, brother? I see you crushing it this morning. Golly, that's a
Oh,
that's a nice flip.
I said I was gonna do it too last night. I did that around London, and then me and JP was just on this goal, and that I'm like 8 seconds, $126. Then turned around and made like 270 in less than 15 minutes.
That's crazy. And you started off with the $200 account, and what's your new account balance?
500.
Whew. That's over 100%. What, 100 and over 100% growth? Okay, and less than 24 hours. So it just goes to show you the power. Why this skill is so important, guys. That is, Alfonso, man. You're becoming a beast, brother. Killing it. Mike is trying to log back in to finish up his comments, so you guys just bear with them for 1 second. All right. Anybody want to share some positive vibes while we wait on Mike?
Absolutely. I just want to go
All
ahead.
I gotta say is,
Oh, go ahead, John.
you got to do it. Well, I didn't have much to say, man. All I wanted to say is, man, just trust the process, you guys. Trust the process. And to never, sometimes I get often, people, they'll say, man, hey, they missed out on this day, or they feel like they missed out on that. This market is not going anywhere. That's all I have to say, you guys. Patience equals profits. Practice your skill, practice your entries when you get into trades, right? So, for an example, right? If you know, depending on your entry as far as your time frame, this is just a nugget, right? So that you can practice having a sniper entry. Is if you're in an hour time frame or a 30-minute time frame, right? If you know that you want to, so that you can eat that candle at that beginning of that candle, for example, if you enter on the hour, right? And it's, say, for example, right, it's 10:59, right? If it's 10:59 and you want to get that sniper entry, if all the confluence is looking right for whatever it is, maybe a buy or sell, if you're in that hour candle, in that hour time frame, if you're in at 10:59, you should be on the trigger. So when it goes on to 11, hey, you ate that whole candle. And if it goes your way, right, if you went in for a buy, it shoots up, you ate the beginning of that candle. No matter if it goes up, retrace sometimes, because of how gold does. Gold will move up, right? And they'll retrace, come back down, and they'll just continue making higher highs, come down, higher highs, come down, push up, higher high, come down, push up, higher high. But regardless, you're in profit because you ate at the beginning of that candle. You had the sniper entry. That's just a nugget, you guys. So trust the process, practice on your demos, and just believe in G.O.B.E. Myself and all the master analysis, we value each of you guys' money, hard-earned money. And I still know some of us is probably still trading with our bill money, right? I know that. And, just trust us, man.
every day, man, we strive better and for the whole benefit of G.O.B.E, for everybody within G.O.B.E. There's nobody great or nor less than each other in G.O.B.E. I value everybody in G.O.B.E, my entire G.O.B.E family, all my analysis, all the men and ladies that striving to practice, to become master traders. This is a lifetime journey, you guys. This is not something that you just, we're starting and we're throwing in the towel. This is something as we progress and as we master our craft, right? This is something that we can do for the remainder of your lives, even in retirement, Say, for instance, we do away from our 9 to 5s, in which we will, with the money that we're gonna make within G.O.B.E. This is something that you can pass down to your kids, your family, so they won't have to go out here and bust their behinds for somebody else, because you already jumped through the hula hoops, right? So just trust the process and go be great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I believe everything happens for a reason. So those nuggets were necessary right there. John Paul, full of information, that information, okay, with how to get into those sniper entry points. And you already know how that brother does. He's a killer. So I think Mike's spy check is back on. Mike, are you on, brother?
Yeah, man. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. You can go ahead and pick up. Floor.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, so basically, like I was just saying, I appreciate everybody that reached out to us, because that just shows the integrity of the group. So moving forward, like I said, I just got 190 people put into the new system, and with that, everybody moving forward is going to be in the next week will be migrated into our new billing system, which means every single person is going to be getting an email that's asking them to update their payment information. Now, what I want you guys to understand is everybody up until this point, if you have not renewed your subscription and you've been, and you like started with us January 1st through January 9th, if for whatever reason you have not renewed your subscription, this Friday coming up, you will automatically be taken out of, you'll be unenrolled from the academy. You will no longer be able to log in. So if you have not renewed your subscription and you have joined from the 1st to the 9th of January, you should check your emails, because you would have received an email that's asking you to update your payment information. And that's coming from our new billing software. Okay. So with that, like I said, throughout the rest of this week, I'm going to be working on getting everybody migrated to the new system. And every single person will be getting an email asking to update your payment information. Now, with that being said, what I want you guys to understand is if you have already resubscribed, and let's just say in the last couple of days you've renewed your subscription, you're still going to get that email from us asking you to update your information, but you're not going to get billed until your next billing cycle. So I'm going through and I'm looking at everybody's last order whenever they subscribed last, and whatever that date is, I'm pushing it out the full 28 days. So don't worry if you see that email. Please do not disregard it, regardless of when you subscribed. Okay, so everybody needs to, and please tell your team this as well, to be on the lookout for this email. Because every single person needs to update their card information, because this is the new billing system. All right. And like I said, if you do not, you are automatically going to get unenrolled from the academy, because that's the way the system is set up. On your billing date, if you do not resubscribe, then it's going to take you out of the academy, and you will no longer have that access to the academy or live sessions. And with that, everybody that is showing up as canceled because their billing doesn't go through, they will get put on a spreadsheet. And that's how we know to take everybody off of the G.O.B.E analyzer, the G.O.B.E Autobot, the sniper analyzer. If you don't renew your subscription, you will lose out on that. And that email
actually talks about all that as well. So I want you guys to be excited. We're excited. This is like I said, most of you guys don't know. If you don't know anything about like software and creating stuff, this is a huge move for the organization as a whole, because this is going to make this is going to make the process so much smoother with the auto billing. And I mean, you guys have no idea how much work this is. But anybody that knows me knows that I'm a nerd, and this is what I thrive in. Like I love challenges, and I think we surpassed the 500 member mark already in G.O.B.E. So imagine having to manually go through and look at 500 different accounts and figure out, you know, who's doing what when they subscribe. Yeah, that's what your boy's over here doing. All right. So that's why I needed that 5-day vacation. But like I said, now that I'm back, I'm super excited because this is actually going to help push forward the organization as a whole. And actually, it should make everybody in our organization more confident, because the company that we're using to do this, like these people are able to, they're holding some of the companies that do like $500 million a month in revenue. So that should give you guys confidence in knowing that we're good. Like once we get this set up, like we are good as far as being able to grow. So that's really all I wanted to say. Every single one of you should be on the lookout for an email. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but within the next week for sure. I'm trying to get everybody set up on this. So yeah, so it's just been, it's been a bit of a process, because we're trying to make, you know, different softwares talk to each other to ensure that once people get enrolled, they're going to be subscribed or coded to their affiliate. And every month, once that renewal hits and those people decide to resubscribe, it's going to automatically bill them, so they won't have to reach out to us and we don't have to reach out to them. I also have it set up to help everybody. 5 days before your renewal, you will get an email from us saying, hey, expect, you know, your renewal date is in 5 days. So that way you can make sure you have money, you know, if you need to move money around or whatever the case is, it gives you the opportunity to do that. We just don't want anybody hitting us up saying, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, everybody's going to know, because 5 days before you will get that. So anybody, like Mike Taylor said, anybody that's using Gmail and you have separate like promotion folder, social folder, it usually goes to the promotion folder. So please, if you are using those, make sure you check your promotional folder. If you're like me and you don't use those, like I absolutely hate those different folders. Everything goes to my inbox. Like I just have one place. If you don't see it for whatever reason, you can check your spam. But from the testing and stuff that I've been doing so far, if you're not using those different tabs, it should go straight to your inbox. And it says that it's coming from G.O.B.E Trade House. So just so you guys, actually, if you want, once you see those emails, you can actually flag them as important. That way they'll come through and you'll see them a little easier. But I mean, that's really all I wanted to talk about. I just, like I said, I'm excited. I want you guys to be excited, because this is actually, it may not seem like a huge step, but this is definitely a huge step for the organization, because this is going to allow us to grow like exponentially without having to worry about our systems not being able to handle it. We've put a lot of time, sweat, money into the systems that we're using, and we're doing that for a reason, because obviously we've all been in some, you know, different programs where once you grow, you know, things happen, and we don't want that to happen with us. So for being a company that's only about 40 days old, as far as launching, we're taking huge strides over a lot of people. And I'll be honest, Kenny and Carlos, they don't know this, but people from other companies have actually been reaching out to me because they've seen our website, they've seen what we're doing, and they're asking me to help them replicate what we're doing And of course, like I told him, you know, I can't do it. But yeah, that should just show y'all like what we're doing is reaching people, and it's reaching people that are doing the same thing we're doing, but they're trying to copy what we're doing now. You know what I mean? And obviously imitation is the best form of flattery, right? So we're doing something, and let's just keep, like I said, keep the integrity, guys. This is something huge. Obviously, you have all the founding members and owners are hugely a part of what we're doing and are in the day-to-day operations. So it's not like we're just picking up and shipping everybody out to India or anything like that. Like, we are involved in the day-to-day operations, and you know, we're trying to make sure that everybody is good. So if you've reached out to me on Facebook, I know there's quite a few people on the call right now that have messaged me directly. Although I don't encourage that, because then I get pounded with all these messages and it's hard for me to go through every one of them. I usually direct you to send an email to support@GO.BE That way I have everything in a list and I can kind of go through it one by one. But for everybody that has reached out to me, you know, directly, I try to be very attentive about it and get it done as soon as I can. So if it's something small, it's usually easy. But if it's something that, you know, is going to require some looking into and stuff like that, then obviously, like, I try to get it done as fast as I can. But I just appreciate you guys being patient with us and just basically being the foundation of what we are right now. Because what you see right now is just the beginning, right? Like, think about 12 months from now. I mean, coming out of the gate, like I said, 40 days old, and we've already surpassed 500. I think we're almost at 600 subscribers right now in 40 days. So just imagine, even in 6 months, like what that's going to look like, you know. And going back to you know, what Chico was talking about with the affiliate link, like, get that started, because unfortunately I see orders that come in and they're saying their sponsor is so and so, but when I go and look it up, like, that person never created their affiliate link, you know. And like, if you don't have an affiliate link, then there's no way for you to get commissions. So you need to go in and you need to create that affiliate link. And, you know, make sure, the other thing too is make sure that when you send out that affiliate link, that people are actually using it. Because every time someone subscribes to the G.O.B.E subscription, we see where they come from as far as the affiliate, right? And we have orders that come in and people are like, hey, you know, so-and-so subscribed today, but I don't see them in my commissions. Well, I can go in and look at it, and I can clearly see that they did not use the affiliate link. So whether or not, when you send out that affiliate link, if it just got broken, you know, every time you guys send out your affiliate link, click on it yourself and make sure that you see your affiliate ID in the browser, like the website. I can't even think, but where it says the URL, make sure that your affiliate link or your affiliate ID is at the end of that URL, because if it's not, then you're not going to get credit for it. Right? So people have been hitting me up saying that their affiliate link's not working, but then I can go in and do a test order and it's working perfectly, and it codes to them, and I can show them in real time that it's working, right? So just make sure, like I said, just be confident about everything that we're doing is for the better of the organization, and that we're just getting started. So these little things, I know our first commission run, or not the commission run, but our first rebill, unfortunately, wasn't set up in time to, you know, to be able to rebill everybody. But rest assured, it's getting set up, and this week, that's my primary focus, is to get everybody switched over to that. So that way, the next rebill, everything's going to be smooth as butter. But we are going to need your help as far as letting your teams know to be on the lookout for this email. And the best way to figure out, like, whether or not you're set up is if you go to your, if you know when your billing date is and you go to your academy and you can't log in, well, that's the reason. But with that being said, that's really all I had for you guys. Like I said, you know, we appreciate every one of y'all. We love y'all. We're working behind the scenes extremely hard to you know, just keep this thing going and making it stronger and stronger as we grow. So you guys are a big part of that and helping us grow this community. But not only that, but like helping the community become the community that it is, right? So cool, man. I'll pass it back to you, Kenny. I appreciate your time.
Most definitely. Before I make any quick comments, before we close out here, can everybody just quickly unmute themselves and say thanks, Mike? Okay, just real quick.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
For sure.
Yes, guys.
Thanks,
Because
Mike.
you want to talk about sleepless nights. You want to talk about sleepless nights. This brother is putting in some hours, okay? Trying to make sure that everything is running smoothly behind the scenes with this system stuff, which is it's a headache, okay? And I watch him do it, but he always figures out a way, okay? And this auto billing thing is a major move for G.O.B.E this early in our acquisition, okay? The last program that we were in, it took them 1.5 years to get auto billing, 1.5 years, okay? And we already have it in under 60 days. And this is big because major players look for these type of systems because this is what's going to allow you to sustain your customer subscription-based business, okay? When you're off of invoicing, okay? It's auto billing, okay? So this is very important that we've been able to integrate the system. We, like you said, we've been able to partner with one of the best in the industry, all right, this early in our acquisition, which is huge. Also, guys, everybody who's on that cancellation list that he spoke about, okay, we also are bringing on our first retention specialist, which is powerful. Anybody ever heard of a customer subscription-based business that does not have a retention department or retention specialist? Okay, any customer subscription-based business has that, because sometimes people don't know that bill comes in. Sometimes people need a plan. Sometimes they're like, I still want to subscribe to G.O.B.E. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, look, I just don't have the 99 this week. Can I just pay on Friday? Yeah, and still maintain access to your services. If we don't know that, then, you know, we just don't know. But we can work out an arrangement with you. Then you don't have to be pulled off the system. You can still attend the lives. You can still get the sniper. You know, we'd rather work out a deal with you. And then also that gives the opportunity for somebody to say, you know, what kind of help do you need? Okay, do you know how to use this? Do you know how to use the Autobot? You know, are you plugged into that? Some people might be lost. Now we can redirect that person in the right direction. Okay, so now they can subscribe a little longer. But if you don't know, you don't know. That also is going to help you maintain your subscribers long term. Okay, for a customer subscription based business model. There is no customer subscription based business without a retention department. All right. But this is not a collection department. It's a retention department to help you retain your subscriptions. And we just want to make arrangements with our customer base so we don't got to boot them out the system. Like, you know, because if you still want to stay subscribed, we'd rather work out an arrangement with you. We're all family here. Okay. This is bigger than money. Okay. So that's why we have this here. And we're, to my knowledge, you know, like I said, we're not network marketing. We're not multi-level marketing. To my knowledge, there's not another company that has that right now other than G.O.B.E Trade House. Okay, we're the only one, okay, that has that type of system that's going to be set up, and it's going to be a new practice. So those companies and those people that Mike is talking about, I've been reached out to as well by some major players, guys, that are wanting to. They're seeing what we're doing here, and people are wanting to bring over huge networks to G.O.B.E. Okay, but we're pacing ourselves, and we want to make sure that we have all the right things in place. But this thing is about to, when I mean blow up, I mean it's about to go crazy. There's so much stuff I could tell you guys, but I do not want to get too much into detail, especially since the call is already, you know, we've been over about 20-something minutes. So I do want to bring this to a close, but I just want to say again, thank you, Mike, for all the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes. This is a major move for G.O.B.E and for long-term growth. And so this is a huge move, guys, especially early in our acquisition. We already got that. And we're going to keep on growing and moving forward and taking it to the next level. So other than that, everybody, I want to thank to the women of G.O.B.E. Wow Wednesday was powerful. All the speakers, this has been another powerful call. Mr. Joe Threats, on Lunch and Learn today, what are we doing, my brother?
Let me share my screen with everyone. We'll be doing part 2. I know we said yesterday we'll do the trend lines, but we'll do part 2 of how to, maneuver with our sniper analyzer. So that's what we'll be doing today. We'll take a 5-minute intermission and come right back, and we'll get popping with the Lunch and Learn.
All right. So what I'm going to do is just simply stop the recording. Okay. Wednesday's Lunch and Learn for, yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm also going to be on as well, dropping some nuggets on how to do the trade alerts, that kind of like what I did last night on Swiss franc JPY. I'm going to drop some nuggets on that along with Joe. So I'll actually be attending this Lunch and Learn as well. So you definitely want to tune in. Okay. So what we're going to do is simply just stop the recording, and everybody who just wants to take an intermission, just come back in about 5 minutes. We're going to do a quick 30-minute Lunch and Learn, record it, drop some nuggets. All right. That's going to help increase your game with the sniper analyzer. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Okay. And we'll see you guys on the Lunch and Learn in the Asian session tonight, starting off a brand new run up the bag challenge. All right. Go be great. Go be a beast. Go be a multimillionaire. Peace, everybody.